Hello, book lovers, and welcome to Book Talk Radio Club. My name is Claire Perkins, and today I'm talking to author Lisa Ashlock. Lisa is the author of Living with a Loved One That Has Bipolar and How to Cope. Imagine what it's like to live with a loved one that has bipolar and helping them cope along with yourself. It's not an easy position to be in and to handle it on your own. I know I've been there. Inside is information on not only helping the loved one to cope, but also the advocate to cope. Remember, you're not alone. Hi Lisa, welcome and thank you for coming on Book Talk Radio Club.
Oh, hi Claire, thank you.
Sure. First of all, tell us, what is bipolar disorder and how does it affect the individual?
Well, bipolar, it relates to the mood disorders in which it's not only depressive episodes, but also manic and hypomanic episodes that occur. And the individual also, too, they'll have the mood swings, happiness, sadness, anxiety, hopelessness, and they feel that they are superior, nothing can hold them back. They get the impulsive, risky behavior that occurs, living on the edge.
Right.
Then you also deal with the insomnia, too, or after being up for days, all they want to do is sleep, of course.
Sure.
And then you've got the risk of self-mutilation, the paranoia. They have possible hallucinations that to see people that aren't there to us, but they do believe that's there.
Right. Oh my goodness. The relationship with bipolar in your the relation with bipolar in your book is your daughter Elissa. How old was she when diagnosed?
My daughter was diagnosed at 9 years old, and believe me, I fought for that diagnosis at that age too.
That's young, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Doctors don't want to diagnose it at that age. They just diagnose it as depressive,
Right.
and that's all they want to treat at the time.
So how do you as her mother help her when she's going through the depressive side of bipolar?
Well, one thing that I always do, and it's very important, is I keep the communication line open between my daughter and I.
Right.
And if I notice that she's heading into depression, I always talk to her. I let her know that I love her. I always give her hugs, even though she pushes me away, and I tell her how beautiful and smart she is.
Oh. You say, and I quote, "Remember you're not alone. I know that when one is struggling to cope with a loved one that is either suffering physical or mental illness, to know there are others in the same position does help the carer." Is this why you wrote and published your book, Lisa?
You know what? I struggled so much in the beginning. I cried so many tears. And the reason for me to writing and publishing this book was in hopes of helping others, other children, adults, caregivers, and advocates.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Carers also need to de-stress to deal with guilt. Do you manage to find Lisa time, and what do you do to de-stress?
Oh, I definitely make sure I find Lisa time. Most definitely. I love to exercise. I use the cardio, running, walking. And if I feel that I have emotions inside that I need to release, I sit down and write whatever I'm feeling at the time.
Right.
Eventually, I'm going to use that writing somewhere else in the book or a poem.
Good for you. You have cited her as proofreader and editor for your book. How did that happen and how did Alyssa react?
Well, I started writing the book before she was even aware of it. And I hid it from her. The more I thought about it, I felt she needed to know. And I asked her thoughts regarding writing a book about her struggles with the bipolar disorder. And my daughter thought it was a great idea to help other children that were struggling. She was ecstatic when I asked her to do the editing and proofreading with me.
Lovely.
And you know what? As I did it, I went over it. She went over it again. And after we went through the book, the project just made us so much more closer than what we actually were. And we were close at one time, but when we noticed the bipolar, I lost that closeness. And this is what brought us back. And I think by writing this, it really helped us together.
Oh, that's nice. At the beginning of your book, there is a poem that beautifully describes how it feels to live with bipolar disorder. Who wrote that?
Actually, Claire, I did write it.
Right.
I put myself into her shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to look through her eyes as if I was there. I was with her every step of the way. I could see how she felt. And I knew how I felt going through the illness with her. So I could see the pain in her eyes and the sadness every day and the emptiness inside. And seeing her hurt made me hurt.
Well, sure. It's a lovely poem.
Thank you.
You describe the mania as a hurricane, complete chaos. As someone who has suffered mania, not through bipolar but postpartum psychosis, I can see when, looking back, how it affected all those around me, and the guilt is at times incredibly painful. Does your daughter experience guilt for the chaos she causes, and how does she deal with it?
You know what? She never realized the chaos until the mania was over.
Right.
And I remember her coming to me and crying and holding on to me tight and asking for help.
Oh.
She would say, "Mom, something's wrong with me. Please put me in the hospital."
Oh.
And, you know, once she was stable and she started helping me with the book, she would say, "Mom, I didn't know I was that bad. I'm so sorry. I put you through a lot." And she would cry. And I tell her, "You know what, honey, it's okay. Because that wasn't you. You're stable now. Put that in the past."
What medication is she on, and is it for life?
You know what? She's on a mood stabilizer. It's known as Seroquel.
Right.
We're very lucky that it worked on the first try. And yes, she's going to be on a med for life. And we may have to change that med, of course, as she gets older.
Right.
But not only is she on a med, she also has therapy once a week. She's going to have to stay in therapy also.
And what is the prognosis for Alyssa?
So far, so good. I mean, as long as she takes her meds on time every day, stays with therapy, she'll be able to live out a life just like you and I. But if she stops her meds, she's going to spiral out of control again.
Yeah, you've got to keep an eye on her, and as she gets older, obviously, hope that she keeps an eye on herself, as it were.
Yes.
So where can Book Talk Radio Club listeners purchase Living with a Loved One?
They can hop on to the www.amazon.com/author/Lisa Ashlock.
Fabulous. All right, thank you, Lisa. That was really interesting. Please come back on Book Talk Radio Club. I'd love to chat with you more and hear more, obviously. And in the meantime, good luck for the future for both yourself and Alyssa. And thank you, everyone, for listening to Book Talk Radio Club. Thank you, Lisa. Nice to talk to you.
Thank you, Claire. Same here.
Okay, bye now.
Bye.
Okay, was that okay for you?
I think so.